There's nothing wrong with this car. It's so boring, man. There's only so much you can do in a Cadillac DeVille. Like stuff the trunk with dead bodies. They gave me a check worth several $1,000s. He said if I lose this check, I lose several $1,000s. So please don't catch on fire, car. There was some kid on Rob's channel that was like, it really pisses me off that Mike left F2 after leeching all the subs from John. And I was like, what? Are you that dumb, kid? Car revealed in 3, 2, 1. There it is. Check it out in all its glory. I bought a lawnmower, guys. There it is. Some of it. And there is all of it, including my license plate number. But the guy at the DMV told me you can't get any information from it. So if you guys actually can, I'm going to go back to the DMV and burn it down. Anyways, I bought a Corvette. Because you guys know me, all right? I'm not that flashy. I'm not the kind of guy to show up with like a Lamborghini or something foreign. Obviously, I had to go made in America. And also, I don't have the money for exotic things because I haven't sold out to sponsors and clickbait yet. But let's just say if Fireball wants to sponsor me and maybe send a Lamborghini my way, I'm not going to be upset. You know, I don't know up in crates. I was never one to be all glamorous. I just needed a fast engine and a good old dick to grab on, good old stick to grab onto. But let me just go over some of the features, all right? I know this car inside and out. The classic.
Daddy's back. But did I ever really leave? I'll explain that today. Yes, we're going webcam tonight because why the hell not? It's been a while since I've actually appeared on camera in literally anything. So, that was the rest of the Coke. So I have nothing to drink for the rest of this live stream. What's up, everybody? It's your boy, Lego Lover 117 tonight. It's a live stream. I don't know what this is. It's the title of the stream is I'm back, but did I ever really leave? It's true. We'll talk about that in the stream. Hello, everybody in the comments. Yes, Henry, I am streaming. Thank you. Thank you for letting me know. Yeah, gonna wait a little while for some people to come in here. Making sure that the webcam is pointed down at the torso area, just to be sure. I'm not 100% comfortable yet with showing my face. I'll go ahead and let you guys know I have considered it for the last couple weeks, considering the fact that I did just graduate high school, which is a topic in this stream we'll be discussing. We're going to be talking about some stuff in this stream. And so once we get some more people in here, I'll go ahead and detail all of that. I'm just looking at the chat. Okay. So that's, I guess that's all we're going to get in here tonight, which is totally fine. You know, I was never one for big streams. Besides, most of my live streams are pretty much, you know, just kind of spur of the moment things. I mean, I usually announce them on Twitter, but most of the time they're just, you know, oh, look, he's live streaming. Let's do it. Let's watch. So, anyway, what will we be doing tonight? We're going to be talking about some things. This is kind of like going to be that discussing topics live stream that was kind of like a news show that I've talked about different things in the stream. We're going to be doing some reviews for Avengers Infinity War, Deadpool 2, and Solo. I have seen all three of those twice in theaters. Saw Avengers Infinity War opening night, and then about a week later I saw it again. Deadpool 2 saw it day after opening because I had to run an event, sound for an event Friday night, and then I saw it, and a week after that I went to see it again. Actually, this last Wednesday, before I graduated, I saw that again in theaters. And then Solo, saw that night of, and then saw it again actually yesterday. So that was fun. We're going to be talking about all three of those, since I haven't really detailed my thoughts on those unless you follow me on Twitter, which I've only put like little descriptions of what I feel about them. We're going to be talking about, I graduated high school, obviously. Where have I been? Why was there no stream in May? Probably what you guys are wondering. Talking about that. I'm also going to be talking about MPS leaving quote unquote leaving. But yeah, and how that kind of affected me personally, because MPS and I are friends. We'll be talking about that. And yeah, this is not going to be a structured stream at all. I don't know how long it's going to go. I am on summer vacation right now, so I don't know how long it's going to go. I do have to work tomorrow, as I do every other day of the week. But again, I don't know how long it's going to go. So we will start by answering the question, why is the stream titled I'm Back? And why was there no stream in May? May was a very busy month for me. Like I said, graduated high school, which was something I never thought that I would do. It's crazy that I made it this far. It's hit me a little bit that I'm not gonna ever go back to my old high school. But it's kind of, I don't know how to describe it. The experience though of going through the graduation ceremony, hated and loved it at the same time because everybody was like cheering me on when I went to go and get my diploma. But those caps and gowns, man, caps and gowns they make you wear, they suck. They're horrible. They're so hot. And it's a bunch of stuff that you don't need to wear. Like, why can't everybody just wear Avengers shirts when they graduate? Why not, right? I would do that. I would be covered for that. But it was quite the experience, I will admit. Pretty much all my friends graduated with me, so that was nice. Nobody got held back. Surprised that Seth made it though. I'm very surprised. But it was good. But like I said, throughout the month of May, I've been extremely busy because I've had to, prepare myself for graduation. I had finals in May. I had to take one final though. Actually, no, I had to take two. I had an AP exam for my English class, and I had a friggin' 8-page English paper to write. I wrote it on capitalism and why it works. It's a good paper. I got a B+ on it. Not bad for my final English grade. What we're doing with my hands. I have to keep my hands moving because that's all you guys can see. If I sit there stagnant too much, you might think I'm dead. May was just a busy month. There's just a lot of things that I had to do, and there were nights when I thought, hey, I could stream, and I wanted to stream, but I lost interest in it, and I don't know. There were just nights I didn't want to, and I have not worked on a lot of YouTube stuff in May. I kind of took a step back in May, and kind of just sat back and focused on getting through high school, getting finished with all that, and celebrating that achievement, because apparently it's an achievement to get through high school. Who knew? But I had to focus on that, and I didn't do a lot of YouTube work in May. That's why it says I'm back, but did I ever really leave? Because technically I didn't leave YouTube. I just stopped working on my YouTube stuff. I still had videos to put out, which is why my system works really well in my favor, because obviously I didn't miss a single week in May with videos. I got all of Remastered Season 1 finished, which was awesome. And yeah, that's why my system works. I work months in advance, So this last weekend, I actually recorded 3 new HMRs. 2 of them have already been completed. Excited for you guys to check those out at some point. I think the ones I completed are supposed to air in either July or August, so that's nice. I will go ahead and say that the next piece of Thomas Media I'm going to be watching for HMR is this bad boy. Tells you how far I am on the timeline, The Great Race. I'm actually excited to rewatch that. I remember really enjoying it way back when, but I remember Journey Beyond Soda being better. So, so I discussed why I was gone in May. I was active on my Twitter a lot though, so I wasn't really gone. I just didn't really work on stuff, but it feels like I was gone because I didn't stream in May. I'm not going to do a second stream in June to make up for that because I'm taking a trip in June and July as well. But we'll talk about that later in the stream. So Yeah, I talked about why I was gone in May. All that stuff. What else did I say I was going to talk about? I actually forgot. How about we look at some comments? I actually haven't paid much attention to the chat here. Right back to the top. There's a bunch of people saying hi. Gum Robber has seen Logan in the newest Avengers. Good for you, man. Both are absolutely amazing. Henry says, wow, you did done gravitate. Congratulations. Thanks, brother. Again, it's very surreal to think that I'm not in high school anymore. I'm no longer a student. Well, technically I am a student. I'm going to college, but I'm not a high school education student anymore. Dog Gaming says he starts summer vacation after school on Thursday. Good for you, man. Gum Robber still has one more year left till he's done with high school. Hang in there, buddy. Senior year is the easiest, at least it was for me. Aaron Vasquez wants to know if I've seen Coco. I own Coco, and yes, I have seen it. Thought it was very good. I especially really liked the animation. The animation was beautiful. No, Cinema Game God, I have not checked out Cinema Sickness. Please stop putting that in the chat. Gum Robber thought remastered season 1 was fantastic. Thank you, Gum Robber. You know what? For the next 10 minutes or so, while I think of something else to talk about, do you guys have any questions about remastered season 1? And if you do, put them in the chat. I will try to answer them. Just warning you though, most of these questions that you probably have will be answered in a remastered season 1 update video that's coming out not this Thursday. Nothing's been shot for this update video yet, but it will come out next Thursday. This Thursday is when the Sonic 2 Let's Play is finally going to air. That we finally recorded that, so that's coming. Probably there's a poster I made for it. It's like a meme poster that I made for it. And I'm gonna post that on Twitter probably tomorrow. So get hyped for that. Just looking through comments. Creepinator wants to know how I feel about MPS's review of Journey Beyond Zodor. I don't. He can like what he likes. I personally don't agree with most of it, but we'll make more episodes. Aaron, I think you're asking if I'm going to make more Wooden Railway episodes. That question will be answered in the update video. I'm not going to answer that here. How many steelbooks do I own? Gum Robber. 15 off the top of my head. I think. It's been a while since I've counted. It's at least 15. Did I know that Rusty was in my series? No, Henry. I did not know that Rusty was in my series, but thank you for telling me. Nevin Escobar says, how is it remastered? Remastered visuals, remastered story, better audio. Everything about those episodes are remastered. They're so much better than the originals. I don't know how you could sit through the originals. They really suck. Henry, you are a remake channel. So is Easy. Easy Coldy's a remake channel. Okay. Since I guess no one wants to ask any questions about remastered season 1, I'll give you guys another minute in case you want to ask a question. Because if not, we're going to move on to discussing Infinity War, Deadpool 2, and Solo. Mostly Solo, though I've talked about Infinity War and Deadpool 2 ad nauseum with my IRL friends. Creepinator asks favorite MCU Blu-ray. If you're talking about quality of film or just the Blu-ray itself, there's a distinguished difference between the two. Hey, Vincente22. Robert said he sat through the originals of season 1 to prepare for the new ones. Yikes. I am so sorry that you had to sit through that. That is sad. That is very sad. Hey, Phineas66. How was it like making episodes for Remastered Season 1? Okay, here's something I can talk about in the live stream here. Remastered Season 1 was extremely stressful and also very fun because I'd never taken on a big project like this before. 6 episodes in not a long time span. It took me a year to script them all out and shoot all of them and then edit all of them. It took me over a year and a half. That's not because it takes forever to shoot that kind of stuff, because you guys know how I film. You guys know my style. It's just on the floor. But I'm a lazy person. I've always been a lazy person. It's hard for me to apply myself to something and keep with that project forever. I'm sorry if it seems like I'm swerving a lot here. I do that a lot. You guys just don't see it when I'm on camera or when I'm behind the camera, when the camera's not on. Anyway. What was I saying? I kind of thought. Oh yeah, talking about Remastered Season 1. It was fun. I really enjoyed seeing my visions of those stories come to life. I really like. It's hard to say what version, what like part of this, part of the process is my favorite. I get asked that a lot. What process of the episode making is your favorite? Honestly, they're all kind of my favorite, except editing. I hate editing, especially with Camtasia, because Camtasia goes nuts whenever I try to edit a Wooden Railway video, because there's just so much stuff that goes into that kind of video that it just freaks Camtasia out. But honestly, they're all my favorite. I love writing it. I love shooting it. I love seeing my vision come to life in the editing room. And then I love posting it on YouTube, and I love your guys' feedback. And honestly, Remastered Season 1 did pretty damn well in terms of views. It got more views than I thought it would. There was a bit of a drop-off, though. I did notice a drop-off from Episode 3 and beyond, but that is okay. That is fine. It didn't tank or anything. It didn't get like 50 views and then just moved on. No. It did really well. And I'm proud of that. I'm proud I got that finished. That's one of my greatest achievements here on this website. I got that finished. Because it's been a dream of mine for a year and a half to see those stories finally be portrayed in a light that I'm proud of. Especially that Sir Handel trilogy. I had that in mind for years to make that a reality. Thank you, Creepinator. He says I did a good job with Remastered Season 1. I still don't know how you watch the originals, dude. The originals are so bad. But that's because I was a wee young lad when I did that. I know a lot of you are probably confused by the fact that, oh, not every single story I remastered was from Season 1 of my old series. That was just a creative choice. One of those stories was a completely new script. Trouble at Arsdale. That doesn't have an original version. That's a completely new idea. And I wanted to, subvert expectations. I didn't want people to go into Remastered Season 1 thinking, oh yeah, he's just gonna do this story, this story, this story, this story, and this story. No, I wanted to, keep you guys on your toes. So 3 of the stories from Remastered Season 1 are from the original Season 1. 3 of them are not. One of them is completely new. 2 of them are from 2 of the stories are from 2 other seasons. One from Season 2, one from Season 3. So on and so forth. I want to keep you guys on your toes. Arsdale Engine 90. How did Sir Topham Hatt turn into a silly, goofy dude into a serious guy? That, am I going to answer that in the update video? No, I'm probably not. I can answer that here. That was because I didn't want the tones to be messed up. I know that my series is mainly jokey. It's mainly self-referential. It deals with a lot of breaking the fourth wall and stuff like that. You know, the engines know that they're characters. They know that they live on a fictional island. They know that they're not real. And they know that they have a narrator that controls every single aspect of their life. But at the end of Sir Handel's Lie, I really wanted to push forward that, oh crap, what actually happened has serious consequences by the fact that Sir Topham Hatt's not acting like a dumbass. He's actually like concerned because Sir Handel almost killed Bertram. Accidentally, but it still happened. And I wanted to, really push that tone. It actually kind of worked out in my favor because of the sad ending through Avengers Infinity War. Spoiler alert, if you haven't seen that. The movie ends like on a really sad note, and that actually worked out in my favor with Sir Handel's Lie. Because Sir Handel's Lie also ends on a sad note because, Bertram isn't dead, but he's barely clinging to life. Sir Topham Hatt's extremely serious when he tells Sir Handel, go to the shed at Peter Sam Station and stay there. And then, sorry, I keep glancing at the chat and then I forget what I'm saying. Anyway. And I just lost my train of thought. Shoot. This is why I like videos, because I can edit them and cut out all this flab. But anyway, yeah. My basic answer is that I wanted to drive home that the tone was serious, and that Sir Topham Hatt meant business. He's not always stupid. He can be serious. Just like me. I'm not always stupid and jokey. I can be serious. I know that, a lot of people don't like the fact that, oh yeah, Sir Topham Hatt's just an idiot. My series is just a big fat joke. But you know what? In this climate, here on the Thomas and Friends community YouTube community pages, everyone's series is so dark. Everyone's series is so serious. Everyone has to be just the next Turtles and Thomas, basically, or the next Enterprising Engine 93. There's not a lot of people that make a lot of, heartfelt, kind of jokey series. Is that the plural of series? Series is there's not a lot of series are actually, fun to watch. They don't make you want to slit your wrists like after you watch Surgery and Conflict because it's bad, or at least me. And I'm probably going to get called out on Twitter for that one. But there's just not a lot of people who make series that are, I would say, fun to watch. Now, that's not a dig at anybody's series, and I haven't seen everybody's series here on YouTube. I know there are probably plenty of people that make a series that's fun, that make a series that's not meant to be anything too serious. It's just supposed to be like a normal Thomas story. But from what I've seen from a lot of the bigger users, like aforementioned Turtles and Thomas, Enterprising Engine 93, those series are based mainly around being, dark, making Thomas like the dark tone of the Railway series, even though the Railway series was never really that dark. They're mainly based around that. That's why I don't mean to toot my own horn here. Don't get the wrong idea. But my series is, I hate saying the word game changer, because my series is not a game changer, but it's kind of akin to it. Because my series is like, hey, we're breaking the fourth wall. We know what we're doing here. We're just having a good laugh. There's also a moral in there somewhere, and you still have the grounds of a real Thomas story, but you get a few jokes in there as well. Ivo Hugh saying, "Oh yeah, I'm from the Railway series. I'm pure." That's funny to me because like you guys know that one guy who you're probably friends with who would praise if the TV series brought in Ivo Hugh just because he was from the Railway series, even though he has literally no character whatsoever. You guys know that guy. I know that guy. I have a friend like that too. Probably. But it's like I said, You still have the grounds of a good Thomas story in my series, but you also had some fourth wall breaking and some nice little jokes here and there. But it's not all jokey, of course. Sir Handel's Lie ends on a really sad note because, Bertram is at the Steamworks. He's not dead, but he's clinging to life. So I feel like I just went off on a tangent there, but that's to answer your question in the simplest manner. I wanted to drive home that serious tone. That's also why I didn't end the episode with the original ending credits song. I ended it with Henry's sad theme playing over the credits because I didn't want those tones to mess up. I also had an end credit scene for that story that was cut. Nothing for that was ever shot. There was a scene that was written that would have had Thomas, Edward, Henry, Gordon, James, Percy, and Toby all at my version of Tidmouth Sheds, and James is telling some stupid joke, and no one's laughing at it. Henry rolls up and says, "Guys, did you hear the news? Sir Handel tried to murder somebody," and Thomas says, "Hey, Gordon, didn't you give Sir Handel like advice or something?" And Gordon's like, well, yeah, but I didn't mean for him to kill anybody. And Thomas sends Gordon to the sighting of shame, which basically just means that he kicks Gordon out of his berth, and he invites Percy to take Gordon. He invites Percy to take Gordon's berth. And the reason I cut that scene was because there was actual tension during that scene. Maybe not tension. There was a serious tone throughout the ending of Sir Handel's Lie, and I didn't want to break that tone with a breakneck pace of look, joke, funny. I didn't want to do that, so I cut that during the shooting process. Will I ever shoot something for it? I don't know. Maybe I'll put it up as a bonus feature on my channel one day, but as of right now, there's no footage for it. Okay, now we're back to the chat. Aaron Vasquez, you should see TWR's old videos. Thomas Wooden Railway's old videos? Yeah, I watched his channel way back in the day. That stuff was not good. There's so much love in the stream. It's too much for me to handle. Nah, Henry. It's good. It's all good. What's my favorite Mountain Dew flavor? Oh, I forgot. There's 2 Henrys in here. Well, whichever Henry asked that question, which was Henry Crimson 2091, you know who you are. Voltage. You're welcome, Arsdale Engine. I'm glad I answered your question. I know a lot of people were probably confused when Sir Topham Hatt was like, "Hey, man. Hey, dude. I'm serious now, mate." E93 is funny, though. Yeah, Vincente, he can be funny when he wants to, but his storyline is mainly serious. And that's not a dig at EE93. I think Matt is a very, very good person. He follows me on Twitter and stuff like that. We've never actually spoken to each other except little exchanges on Twitter, and that's not a dig at him or anything. I'm just saying, what I've seen of his series, it's very serious in tone. Aaron Vasquez says, my series reminded him of Deadpool. That's kind of the vibe that I was channeling. Because if you guys don't know, Deadpool, Marvel Comics character, he is self-aware that he is in a comic book, or he's self-aware that he's in a movie, and he breaks the fourth wall constantly. He'll talk directly to the reader/viewer, say, oh, hello. I know, right? Whose balls did I have to funnel to get my very own movie? I can't tell you that, but it rhymes with Pulverine. Let me tell you, he's got a nice pair of smooth criminals down under. Yes, I did just quote the first Deadpool. That's kind of what I was channeling when I was writing my series, but that's just the way I am. I like self-referential stuff. I like stuff that breaks the fourth wall and challenges expectations. Where did you get the 117 from? That's a question from Gumrobber. I'm guessing that means what's in my what's the number in my username? No, I didn't get it from Halo. A lot of people think I did. It's just a completely random assortment of numbers. I just pulled that out of my ass, basically. Nevin Escobar keeps asking for a face reveal. No, Nevin. I'll do one when I'm ready. Henry Crimson 2091 asks, what's my favorite country? America? Duh. You know, that reminds me of something. After I answer this, I'll turn on a light because it's kind of getting dark outside. But I was watching one of the greatest television series ever to grace any television set ever, Last Man Standing, starring Tim Allen. And he said a quote on one of the episodes that I was watching that just made me pause and laugh for a straight 5 minutes. Here it is. Last time I checked my watch, it still said America. It's so perfect. Oh, God. Like I said, I laughed for a straight 5 minutes at that. I should have made that my senior quote. My senior quote was actually, there ain't nothing like me except me, Rocket Raccoon, Guardians of the Galaxy. But that quote from Tim Allen would have been my runner-up. Last time I checked my watch, it still said America. I will use that one day, and like I'm not ironic fashion. I will say that to someone, not ironically. Don't mind me. Boop. Just needed to fix that. And we're back. What editing program do I use? Camtasia Studio 8. And it's not good. I need to upgrade, but I don't want to pay $300. Rather just use my version. What's my favorite gender? Males. Duh, because I am one. There's only 2 options. If I had a nickel for every gender that there was, I'd have 10 cents. Okay. So not really a lot in the chat. King Henry says his quote was from The Simpsons. Good for you, man. Good for you. So anyway, now that we're pretty much done with chat questions for right now, we are going to transition into discussing the 3 biggest films of April/May, because Infinity War came out in April, but it was originally supposed to come out in May. So, obviously, we'll be going in chronological order. This is my leg, by the way. If you've never seen my leg, say hi, leg. He doesn't talk. Actually, I'm not even sure if it's a he. I don't know. It doesn't have any bits. Anyway, that's my foot. This is real casual. This is a real casual live stream. So, anyway, we're going to be discussing Infinity War, Deadpool 2, and Solo. Mostly Solo, though, but we'll devote some time to Infinity War and Deadpool 2. So, Infinity War. First reaction to it was I was speechless. By the way, spoilers for all of this before we begin, because I'm going to be spoiling the hell out of all of these. So, if you haven't seen any of these, stop watching the stream now, because I will be spoiling them. I will give you 30 seconds to get off the stream. Time starts now. That probably wasn't 30 seconds. That was more like 20, but I don't care. I want to talk about this. Infinity War. I was speechless by the ending because Thanos wins. Did not expect that in any way, shape, or form. I honestly didn't even think he would get all 6 stones by the end of the film. I thought when the scene towards the end where Scarlet Witch blows up the Mind Stone, kills Vision and kills the Mind Stone, I thought, well, shoot, movie's over. Thanos doesn't get all 6 stones. He loses. Avengers win. Done. We're all finished. Let's go ahead and get up here. And then Thanos uses the fucking Time Stone. I forgot he had the Time Stone to turn back time. Wow. I was like, okay, I can go with this. And as he puts it in the gauntlet, he has all 6 stones. Thor comes out of nowhere, stabs him with his axe in the chest, and I'm like, if that's how Thanos goes out, he goes out like a punk. Like, come on. And then he says that line, you should have gone for the head. The big purple egg snaps his fingers, and he wins. He gets what he wants. Thanos is the hero and the villain of the story at the exact same time. And those deaths, man, those deaths were hard to watch. I was sitting there in my seat with just chills down my spine. I have to watch all of these guys fade away. What is happening? And I was speechless. I didn't think the movie would end how it did. And especially, I know it's a meme now, but Spider-Man's death, man. Oh, jeez. There's actually a fact that came out. The reason Peter Parker says, Mr. Stark, I don't feel so good, is because of his spider sense. He can feel his death coming. And he felt himself die. For everybody else, their deaths were painless. They just faded away. They had no idea that they were dying. But Peter, he felt it. And that just makes it all the more sad. That just makes it worse. And Groot's final line. If you guys don't follow James Gunn on Twitter, he revealed what Groot's final line is. It's dad. Because he thinks Rocket's his dad. So he's like, Dad? As he's fading. Oh, God. It just makes it that much worse. Oh, man. And then when the credits start rolling and it's just directed by Anthony and Joe Russo, just popped up there on that fucking screen. I had like a flood of emotions just go through me. It's exactly how I felt when I graduated high school. I was excited. I was nervous. I was angry. I was happy. I was ecstatic, but also really pissed. A flood of emotions just went through me and my brother who saw it with me that night. It was just insane. And we had to keep our mouths shut because we couldn't tell our mom about this because our mom's a huge fan of the Marvel stuff, just like we are. My dad's not. My dad is not a superhero guy. He didn't care that we spoiled the ending for him because he probably will never watch Infinity War. But we had to keep our mouths shut for her, and she was just as excited as we were when she saw it for the first time. And then I went back about like 1 or 2 weeks later to watch Infinity War again. If you guys remember Haley from my vlog where we went to see Tomb Raider back in March, we went together to go see it. It wasn't a date or anything. We're just friends, people. Don't start shipping. But I took her to see it. And she's not a very emotional person, but she was like, yeah, it was good. She kind of felt something when everyone faded away. But Infinity War, fantastic. Obviously, very, very good. Like, if my expectations were here, the actual movie was like here. Like, it hit my expectations and then boom, a little bit above. Like, it's that good. Right now, it's my #1 movie of 2018 because it was just that good. I don't know if there's another movie that could possibly top it. Incredibles 2? Maybe. I've seen that trailer about 1 million times. Every film I've gone to see in theaters since that trailer dropped, I've seen attached to it. And yeah, it's a good trailer, but I've laughed at the jokes of, hey, who ordered all vegetables? So many times, and I'm kind of sick of that trailer now. But that doesn't mean I'm any less hyped for Incredibles 2. So like I said, Infinity War. Glowing recommend. Fantastic film. See it. If you've already seen it, see it again. If you've seen it twice, see it a third time. I want to see it a third time. I don't know if I can or not, but rest assured, when that movie drops on 4K Blu-ray and regular Blu-ray, I will be out there day of release to purchase that with a big old smile on my face, because that movie deserves every bit of money that it can get. And I'm super excited for Avengers 4 next year. Also, speaking of Infinity War, my tweet about Avengers Infinity Wheels kind of blew up, honestly. That got over like 100 likes, over like 20, 30 retweets. Sorry to anybody who thought that was real. Ah, like a lover, don't cry. It'll be all right. Come, Robert, how'd you fall asleep during, or nearly fell asleep during Infinity War? Me and my brother saw it at like 7, and I wanted to see it again instantly after that. Famous Hector, how did you fall asleep during Logan? Logan was fantastic. Logan was amazing. Okay, so that's my thoughts on Infinity War. Now we move on to Deadpool 2. Deadpool 2. Okay. I've seen this twice as well, and the first time I saw it, I really didn't think it was anything too special. Hear me out, okay? I love raunchy, stupid humor. Okay, I live for that kind of stuff. I love the first Deadpool because it's a lot of, as Mr. Sunday Movies would say, hey, look at my balls jokes. Those are funny to me. Maybe that's because I'm 18 and I'm immature. Maybe the first Deadpool won't hold up in years down the road. But right now, it's in my top 10 films of all time list. But I love that kind of stuff. Deadpool 2 kind of takes a step back from that kind of humor, puts more drama into the Deadpool franchise, which is something I never expected. There are some really dramatic, heartfelt scenes in Deadpool 2. And did I like them? The first time, no. I didn't think that they gelled with the comedic tone. The first, 45 to an hour of Deadpool 2, I'm like, this is really choppy. It's not balancing humor with drama well. I mean, they kill Vanessa in the first, 15 minutes of the film, and I did not like that choice at all. Because of the fact that Vanessa and Wade's relationship in the first film was an aspect of that movie that made that so good. It was a good romantic comedy as well as a good superhero film, as well as a raunchy comedy. It worked. And then they kill her. And I'm like, I don't know how to feel about that. Of course, at the end, Wade goes back in time and saves her. So does that mean Deadpool 2 didn't happen? Possibly. If they want her in the sequel, they have a reason why she would be in the sequel. But if they don't, and she doesn't want to come back, then they can just write her off and say, oh, that was just a joke at the end of that. But I really didn't like that choice. I did, however, love Josh Brolin as Cable. Josh Brolin's having an amazing summer. He's Thanos, and now he's Cable. And both of these characters that he plays are amazing. Cable is amazing. He's a badass. He's awesome. Not a ton of character depth to him, but I have heard rumors that he's going to be in some later X-Force films, and he will have arcs. He will have an arc that spans throughout Deadpool 2, the X-Force solo movie, and possibly even Deadpool 3, which would be amazing because I love Josh Brolin as Cable. I kind of have a man crush on Josh Brolin now. I'm not sure why, but I kind of do. He will never replace the love in my heart I have for Tom Cruise, though. Tom Cruise, I love you. Hit me up, fam. We'll have a drink sometime when I'm 21. But the second time I saw Deadpool 2, I thought, this is actually more funny than I gave it credit for. I like Deadpool 2 better the second time because I knew what to expect. And I thought the second time the dramatic scenes actually kind of gelled better with the comedic aspects. I still didn't think that the dramatic aspect should have been there. I didn't cry or anything when Deadpool quote unquote dies. But maybe I'm just hard as a rock and that came out wrong. Maybe I'm just maybe I have a heart that's just like stone or something. But I didn't cry when he died. I didn't cry for like anything like that. I just thought, yeah, let's move on. But the second time I thought, yeah, it was good. It was better the second time. Do I think it's as good as the first? I think that it is a technically better film than the first. It's its budget that it has is definitely bigger than the first. It definitely has more action than the first. But I think that I like the first better. I like that scrappy, kind of low budget feeling movie that just has a bunch of raunchy jokes in it more than this big budget action piece that kind of leaves me cold in terms of drama. That doesn't mean that of course does not mean I don't like it. I like Deadpool 2 a lot. I thought it was a worthy sequel, especially the second time I saw it. But I think I like the first one just a little bit more. Granted, the first one does not have cable. Or Domino, played by Zazie Beetz. She's amazing. And the first one also does not have Peter. Which, if you don't know who Peter is, you obviously haven't seen the movie or you haven't seen the trailer. My name's Peter. I don't know. I just saw the ad. Thought it'd be fun. Do you like have any powers? No. You're in. So Deadpool 2. I would recommend it. Yeah, it's good. I really enjoyed it, especially the second time. I think I think it's a movie that will get better more times I watch it. Now we move on to the big one. Solo, a Star Wars story. This is actually going to be an interesting one that I'm going to talk about since it's been so recently since I last saw it. I just literally like 12 hours ago, yes, or 24 hours ago yesterday, I got out of the theater after seeing Solo for a second time. And I know there are a lot of people out there that say, oh, Solo's real bad. Most people are wrong. Their opinions are wrong. I'm kidding. No one has a wrong opinion. But I, for one, really enjoyed Solo. I thought it was perfectly fine for what it needed to do and for the complete shitstorm for what it sounded like it was going to be. From the firing of Phil Lord and Chris Miller to reshooting 75% of the movie to Ron Howard coming in last minute to direct those reshoots to Alden Ehrenreich evidently not being able to act and having an acting coach there on set. Solo sounded like it was going to be a train crash, a dumpster fire of a film. And folks, I'm here to tell you that it's not. It's very competent. Yes, it's basically what amounts to a checklist. But it's a fun checklist. Like, obviously, yeah, meet Chewie, get his name, win the Falcon from Lando, Kessel Run, that kind of stuff. Yes, that happens in the movie, but it's so fun to watch. I really enjoyed Solo, and honestly, I really liked it more the second time. The first time I saw it, I was like, yeah, that was fun, but I have to see it again. Mainly because I was in a full up theater and I had to, watch the movie all the way on the left side of the screen. So I'm sitting there watching it with like my neck like this. I'm like, oh, you can't see, but my head is tilted towards the right because I was watching it like that. Because the screen wasn't, rounded, it was flat. So I had to like do this the whole time. It was really uncomfortable. I left that theater with a huge crick in my neck because of just how much I was turning my head to see the screen. Hang on, before I. Okay, I was just looking at the chat before I continued talking about Solo. Wow, Lego Lover catching the big gay for Tom Cruise and Thanos. Never catching the big gay, Henry. Never catching the big gay. Big gay is real bad. I catch the man crush. As long as I say no homo, it's okay. Aaron Vasquez was asking when is Vanessa going to turn into Copycat. Vanessa's dead, so I'm not sure. Unless she comes back in Deadpool 3, which, if there is a Deadpool 3, Ryan Reynolds has said there might not be a Deadpool 3. Buttered or salted popcorn? More salted than buttered, famous Hector. I love salt. Probably why I'm so salty on Twitter. Funny joke. That's not funny, but I like salt in my popcorn more. I like butter. It's fine, but I'd rather not have a heart attack in the theater by putting globs and globs of butter on my popcorn. I would rather just tear out the moisture from my mouth by putting a shit ton of salt on my popcorn. But I usually don't get popcorn when I'm at the theater because it's just so dang expensive, man. It's like $11 for like a medium. Like, come on, I'm not made of money. I mean, I did get a lot of money from my graduation, but I'm not made of money. Come on, guys. I did, however, get a pack of Oreos and an orange Fanta when I saw Solo yesterday because it was around dinner time, and I was like, I'm hungry, so I'm going to buy this. But anyway, back to Solo. I really enjoyed it. Thought it was very, very fun. I love pretty much all the new characters that were introduced in it, even though all of them pretty much die, with the exception of Kira, who, takes over Crimson Dawn after she kills Dryden Voss. Paul Bettany as Dryden Voss. I didn't think I could love a new character as much. I don't know why. He's only in like 2 scenes. But I really loved Paul Bettany as Dryden Voss. I didn't expect him to be like a charming type of mobster, is what I'll say, because gangster, I can't say without stuttering. I had no idea he would be like a charming mobster. He wasn't a brute. He wasn't threatening. He wasn't physically imposing. He was threatening. Move away from that. But he wasn't physically imposing. He was a smooth talking, kind of sadistic mobster dude. He was real smooth talking and charming. Like, I'm not really sure what else to say. I just loved him in that role, and I loved Dryden Voss as a character. I was kind of sad that he died. But of course, the biggest spoiler for Solo was the fact that Darth Maul is in the film. He is the leader of Crimson Dawn, which, as a guy like me who's watched the Clone Wars, knew that Darth Maul survived, was freaking blown away by those stories in the Clone Wars that he was in. They're all fantastic. And knowing that Darth Maul in Rebels, he's in Rebels as well, knowing where he ends up in Rebels and all of that, and as a guy who's been following the new canon and knowing where Darth Maul was around this time, this is satisfying to me to see him show up in a film. Seeing him show up in live action again. That is awesome. I know a lot of people are not exactly thrilled by the fact that Maul is in this film. And I can't understand why. It was a huge risk for Lucasfilm to put Maul in this film because it trusts their audience a lot. It doesn't sugarcoat it. It says, hey, this is Maul, and if you want to know more, there's a bunch of other stuff out there that has Maul in it, and it will explain it to you. Otherwise, you're just going to be confused. I think that's great. Honestly, that's great because it shows that Lucasfilm actually trusts the mainstream moviegoers' experiences, and it trusts that they'll actually go into and look through the new canon to see, oh yeah, here's what Maul was doing then. And who thought... I've heard rumors that some people actually thought that Solo took place before Phantom Menace because Maul was alive. He has robot legs. Don't you see that? He has robot legs. That's not his same lightsaber either. There's visual clues to let you know this doesn't take place before Phantom Menace. It's so stupid. That's like people asking, where's Rey in Rogue One? God, people who aren't Star Wars fans make me very angry. Anyway, yeah, I loved Maul's cameo. I'll tell you my first reactions. When I first saw Solo, and I had that giant crick in my neck when I was watching it, when Kira puts the ring in the little slot, hologram pops up, I see this leg, and it looks like a robot leg. And I hear Maul's voice say, yes. And I recognized it instantly, that it was Sam Witwer. I was like, no way, that can't be Maul. I thought instantly, that can't be Maul. There's no way that's Maul. Leg, Witwer's voice, got it instantaneously. I was like, that can't be Maul. When he stands up and takes off the hood, huge smile on my face. I was just mouthing, now that is awesome. That is cool. I was astounded. It was also funny that in the showing I went to yesterday, it was another full-up theater, but I had a great seat. I got there like an hour before the film started. I got a great seat. I got right in the center of the theater, right in the center of the screen. Beautiful. And no one sat around me. It was an amazing theater experience. It was pretty much full, though, about 90% full, but no one sat near me, which was nice. I don't know why. I guess I'm not that approachable. But when Maul stands up and takes off his hood, I heard somebody say, oh shit, in the theater. Like, people were gasping. They're like, holy shit, like they didn't expect that. I was like, yeah, that's right. That's Darth Maul. He's alive. Proud dad moment. I don't know why. I just got a snappy chat from my dudette. Okay. It's a blank screen. No, I don't want. Let's hold a replay. Yep, just a black screen. Okay. Thanks, friend. That was supposed to be streaks. He didn't send that out. He's one of those whiteys that sends out good night streaks. Aaron, if you're watching this stream, that's for you, buddy. Anyway, again, I thought Solo was really fun. I didn't think that Alden Ehrenreich was anything groundbreaking. I thought he took the role of Han Solo and made it his own. He did a fine job as Han Solo. It's weird seeing him, though, as a young Harrison Ford, because I don't see him as a young Harrison Ford, but I could see him playing, a Han that's, 10 years younger than Harrison Ford, which is what he's doing. So, final verdict on Solo. I enjoyed it. I thought it was really fun. And honestly, I don't want to say, I don't really want to say this, but Solo might be my favorite of the new saga films. I know, big statement, considering that Solo was so controversial. But it just might be my favorite because of how much fun it is. That might be a big statement, especially since the fact that I just saw it yesterday. It's been a while since I rewatched Force Awakens. I still think Last Jedi is fantastic. But Solo might be like my first or second of these newer Disney Star Wars films. Crazy, I know, but it just might be. How much did I get from my graduation? I'm not telling you that. Let's just say $250,000. No, I'm kidding. Like, Oliver, you ever do a face reveal if your face isn't CGI Oliver's face? I might just have to riot. No. Too bad, because it's not. It's sexier than that. Oh, bye, Arsdale Engine. He had to go. Okay. Dog Gaming says he got bored of the stream, so okay. Bye, bud. Sorry that I made you bored. What else to talk about with Solo? We can talk about the controversy around Solo, how people are saying like, "Oh, nobody asked for Solo." That's a stupid argument. That argument actually pisses me off when people say that. There's a great video out there by Star Wars Explained, or Alex. Check out his channel if you're a Star Wars fan. Check out his channel if you're not. He explains a lot of things about Star Wars, a lot of things about the EU, and about the new story group canon and stuff like that. I follow his channel like it's my own personal Jesus Christ, even though my own personal Jesus Christ is Jesus Christ himself. Praise the Lord. But his channel is great. And he made a video about saying how basically saying that no one asked for Solo is a stupid argument because of the fact that some of the best Star Wars stories that have been made have not been asked for. Some of the best stories in general have not been asked for. Saying that nobody asked for Solo is basically like saying, I don't know, nobody asked for, Iron Man to be made. I'm sure people said that back in 2008. Well, nobody asked for an Iron Man movie. Yeah, nobody asked for quote unquote, nobody asked for a Han Solo film either. And there's another argument going around saying that, oh, Solo is just a checklist. And to an extent, it is. But it's only a checklist to people who know Han Solo's backstory from the EU. Because of the fact that the EU has been erased from canon, it no longer exists. This backstory for Han is something completely new, and the average Star Wars moviegoer has not read those Han Solo novels or comics or anything like that. And they haven't watched, breakdowns of it on YouTube like I have. I already knew most of Han Solo's backstory because of breakdowns I've watched on YouTube through Star Wars Explained and other channels. But to the average Star Wars moviegoer, they haven't seen that. So to them, I'm pretty sure that they liked Solo more than me because they thought, hey, this is all new stuff. So that's also something I haven't seen anybody bring up. The fact that the average Star Wars movie-going fan is just a guy who watches the movies. So they haven't seen this before. They don't know what actually happened during the Kessel Run. They don't know that Lando had a droid named L337 who's now a part of the ship. They don't know any of that stuff. It's just a lot of Star Wars fans don't take into account that not everybody follows Star Wars like an actual religion. Not everybody watches every film. Not everybody watches every TV series. Not everybody reads every book or comic. Not everybody is like you. So saying that, nobody asked for Solo, or Solo is just a checklist, or stuff like that. You don't think about other people. You don't think about the average person. You don't think about that at all. And that, personally, to me, makes me kind of angry, because, people don't think about that. That's just a new perspective I would like to put on that argument. Because I've seen that on Twitter and stuff. That's just a new perspective I'd like to put on the argument here. And especially from people who say, oh, we need to boycott Solo because Last Jedi was awful. Newsflash, bucko, Last Jedi wasn't awful. Last Jedi was very good, but it had some issues. Just because you didn't like one movie doesn't mean you won't like the next one. Give it a shot. Don't boycott. It doesn't work. And to people saying that Solo is a box office bomb, it's not. Just because it opened slightly under its projected numbers. Granted, it isn't average for a Star Wars movie to open under projected numbers. Solo was projected to open at $100 million. It opened at around $83 million. That's still a buttload of money. That's more money than any of us have. And at some point, Solo will make its budget back. Yes, its budget was kind of blown out to around $200, $300 million is what I'm seeing that's being reported. But at some point, it will make its money back, whether in its theatrical run, whether it's on its home media release, or rather through the merchandise. Disney will make their money back on this movie. And it doesn't mean that that's a bomb. It's not a bomb. Take a movie like Ant-Man. Ant-Man's the lowest grossing Marvel film underneath Incredible Hulk. It still grossed like $200 million. That's more money than I have stored away in my backyard. That's more money than the gold bars I got buried back there. Seriously. I'm gonna look this up. I feel like Ant-Man box office. How much did Ant-Man gross? Oh, okay. So I was way off. I think the budget for Ant-Man was like $200 million. It grossed $519.3 million in the U.S. And that's for Ant-Man. Its production budget was $130 million. So Ant-Man made money. It made a lot of money. But it's still the lowest grossing Marvel film. And it's getting a sequel. So those of you saying Solo's a box office bomb, it's not. It's not, okay? They will make their money back at some point, whether it be, again, through the theatrical run, through the merchandise, through the 4K Blu-rays, through any of that. It will make its budget back, and we might get a sequel to it, which honestly I wouldn't be opposed to. Another story with Han, Chewie, and Donald Glover as Lando? That'd be awesome. I would personally love to see that. A little sad that Tobias Beckett is dead, though. Would have liked to have seen him and Han, forge a relationship a little bit more and then have a falling out, and Han ends up shooting him anyway. I felt that was a little bit of a movie too early. But hey, they had to hedge their bets because there might not be a Solo sequel because now Disney's kind of rethinking their plan with Star Wars because of Solo underperforming. But hey, I'm happy to give my money towards Solo because I thought Solo was great. Well, not great. I thought it was good. But I will support that kind of content because I thought Solo was really good. Anyway, I'm going to check the chat once again. A friend of mine watched Deadpool in the theater and he hated it. Well, tell your friend that he's wrong, Aaron. Tell your friend that he's a big fat dummy. Can I list my favorite Star Wars films from favorite to least? No, I can't. That would be too hard, especially for the favorites. For the least favorites, though, not too hard at all. Basically, think of the prequels, but in reverse order. Bottom of the barrel is Phantom Menace. Above that's Attack of the Clones, and above that's Revenge of the Sith. I actually think the prequels got better as they went on. Because at least in Attack of the Clones, there wasn't, a 30-minute long Senate sequence that made me want to blow my brains out. Oh, sorry, Geeky Gamer, if I spoiled something for Solo for you, but I did say that there would be spoilers in this stream. So, whoopsie dingle. Hello, Percy Fan 107. Yes, I did know that Deadpool is the highest grossing rated R film of all time, Aaron Vasquez, but that's for overseas. We beat them overseas, where they don't have religion. That was a joke from Deadpool 2. Because of the fact that he's now mentioned in the same sentence as Jesus. Because Passion of the Christ, Deadpool. We beat them overseas, where they don't have religion. Them commies over in China, they don't have any religion. You think Disney is going to keep making Star Wars movies, or do you think they're ever going to stop? I don't know. I know that a lot of people have been saying that, Star Wars is going to run itself in to the ground, and there's a lot of people who think maybe it already has. We've only had 4 movies in 4 years. I don't think that's really a way to judge if Star Wars is going to burn out really quickly. I personally love the fact that we're getting more Star Wars content than ever. I personally really love that because I love Star Wars. I love it with all my heart. It's one of my favorite film franchises of all time. I love that we're getting, these obscure spin-off films like Rogue One about stealing the Death Star plans, or like Solo, stuff like that. But I love that. So honestly, I would be fine if they kept making films forever. I probably would get burned out at some point, just because of the fact that the sheer number of movies that Disney has planned right now, with the Boba Fett movie that was announced. It hasn't really technically been announced yet. The Obi-Wan movie that's in heavy rumored to be in like early phases of production, which I personally would love to see. Also, the Boba Fett movie I would love to see because James Mangold is directing it, the director of Logan. So if he brings the tone and style he brought to Logan to the Boba Fett movie, I will love the hell out of that thing. Rian Johnson's trilogy, still don't know what that's about. So that is trilogy is 3, so that's 5 films right now that Lucasfilm has confirmed, and Episode 9. That's 6 movies, more than likely in 6 years. Cool. I'm fine with that. And then you've also got, Star Wars Resistance, which is the new animated series that's coming to Disney XD in the fall. You've got Jon Favreau's live-action series that is coming to the Disney streaming service next year in 2019, whenever they launch that, which I will more than likely have to pay for. There's so much Star Wars content coming at us at once, and yes, it is possible to feel burnt out. But for someone who has been invested in Star Wars for as long as I have, which has not been long, it's really great to see all this new content come out at such a quick pace. And there's still novels and comics and stuff like that. There's still all of that coming out. No one's been complaining that, oh yeah, we got too many Star Wars comics coming out. No one's been complaining about that. There's a new comic every month. Where are the complaints for that? Where's the comic fatigue for that? Where's the novel fatigue? It just, I don't know. It's really confusing. What's your thoughts on Boba Fett, seeing as many people seem to hate him? Boba Fett does nothing in the original trilogy. He's extremely overrated. However, if you take into the fact that he's a cool character in Clone Wars, it actually adds more depth to his character in Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi, but he still doesn't do anything. He's still kind of a buffoon. Especially the way he goes out. He goes out like a punk. But hey, this new Boba Fett movie can add more depth to his character, can add something to the man underneath that Mandalorian sexy mask. But people don't want that for some reason. They want Boba Fett to remain how he is. Nothing. They would prefer Boba Fett to be nothing and continue to complain about him being nothing rather than actually having a film about him and then complain that there's a film about him. Either way, the fans love to complain. Nobody hates Star Wars as much as Star Wars fans do. True statement. When did I first get involved in Star Wars? I'd say my 6th or 7th grade year. I really got into it. I had seen the original trilogy when I was, I think, in 5th grade, and I didn't really care for it. But really, it was the Clone Wars television series that got me back into Star Wars in general. When I saw the Clone Wars animated movie in theaters, yeah, I saw that in theaters, I really enjoyed it, and I thought, hey, this series is great. I love it. So that was really my gateway into it. And honestly, that's why I kind of like the prequel era more than the original trilogy era. I know, heresy. I don't like the prequels more. I like the era more. There's a difference, okay? Era, films. There's a difference between the two. They're not just one big thing. I just want to make that clear. But I like the prequel era more than the original trilogy era. And I love the Clone Wars. I just love that. I just love that 3-year timeline in the galaxy's history. Oh God! Good thing I have water over here. Oh, it tastes like my backpack. This water is it's been in my backpack all weekend. Why did I do that? Oh, that stuff tastes horrible. Okay. So that's your answer, Henry. Okay, Gum Robber is updating me on his Blu-ray collecting. He wants to get episodes 1 through 8 on Blu-ray before episode 9. He is only halfway. He has 4, 5, 6, and 7, and he needs the others. Which version of 4, 5, and 6 do you have, Gum Robber? Did you get the 2011 single version of the original trilogy with the blue Darth Vader on the cover, or did you get the version that I have? Just a second. Yeet. I'm back. So, like I said, did you get this version of the original trilogy, Gum Robber? This is the 2013 Oh, you saw my mouth there for a second. Hello, everybody. A little tease for the eventual face reveal. It's in the works. This is the 2013 reprinted version. This has the Blu-ray and the DVD with it, which is actually a landmark moment because if you follow, okay, Gum Robber says he got the blue Darth Vader, so that means you have the 2011 single version of the prequel trilogy, or the original trilogy. But my version, which I think is better, but you can like what you like, Gum Robber, but this is a historical moment because if you follow Star Wars and its home video aspects of things, they have reprinted the same original trilogy DVD discs for like the last 6 years. But this combo pack has a new DVD transfer. It just has the same Blu-rays in it from the 2011 release. But the way you can tell that they are the new transfer is the new disc logos. They're just black with the number behind it, Star Wars film title underneath. Same thing for Return and Empire. These offer the 2011 Blu-ray cuts on a lower standard definition media. So that's why this set is pretty awesome. I personally don't ever use DVD much anymore, but if I ever want to have the 2011 Blu-ray cuts available to me in like, I don't know, like a digital copy or something like that, I can just pop my DVD from this end and, you know, watch it on my computer or something. And for comparison's sake, there was also a prequel trilogy set released. That is exactly the same. Oh. One moment, please. Okay. Hang on. I have to bend down to get this, and I don't want you all seeing my face. Okay, and we're back. So, Phantom Menace popped out, in case you were wondering. It was the disc that fell out. Again, exactly the same as the original trilogy set. Your 3 Blu-rays in the front, and then your 3 DVDs in the back. And look, they match each other. Isn't that nice? I love these things. I love these sets. Oh boy, there's Roman and Connor. Right there. Geeky Gamer has the 2011 prequel set and the 2004 DVD original set. 2004. That was the first year that the original trilogy was available on DVD, and one of the best Star Wars sets ever released. It's got that really cool bonus disc with Empire of Dreams on it. A very cool documentary. Hello, Mason Day. Let me ask you this as well, Gum Robber. Which version of The Force Awakens do you have on Blu-ray? Do you have just the regular version, or do you have the Target exclusive version? Because I'm all fancy. Stuff like that. Yeah, the Target exclusive version is basically just a cardboard kind of case. It's not as big as a regular Blu-ray case. I also grabbed Last Jedi for comparison's sake. You can see how much shorter it is compared to a regular Blu-ray case. Basically just a cardboard thing. There's some art. I like it. There's a lot of people who don't like it, but I like it, so it's my opinion that matters. You open it up, character posters in there, and your discs are actually inside of these little slots right here. So that's the Target exclusive version. And on the back it's got features and stuff. Well, you know what, Connor? I streamed before you. So that's what I did. Okay, you've got the regular version. Regular version's not bad. My parents actually picked this up for me while I was in Arizona, because this was released while I was in Arizona. I didn't think they would get me the Target exclusive version, but honestly, I would have still bought the Target exclusive version because it has exclusive bonus content. It has 2 exclusive featurettes, which I have watched once, but they are both on this computer. They are both digitized and on this computer. So that's Uncle Lego Lover's little Blu-ray showcase. Hell, why not show off my Last Jedi copy, Gum Robber? This is in case you want to get the regular edition of Last Jedi, because all the exclusive versions were sold out when I went to buy them after work. But there it is, the multi-screen edition. Not very multi because it doesn't have a green or thunder in the title, but it's also not very multi because it's just Blu-ray and your digital code. They took the DVD out of it. Kind of makes me mad. Did the same thing for Black Panther. Disney, 1 step forward, 2 steps back. Boop. There's your discs. Blu-ray, bonus features. I've not watched any of the bonus features on this. I have watched the film, though, and the film is still fantastic. Picture quality is amazing. But I do want to watch the bonus features. I want to watch the documentary, The Director and the Jedi, with Rian Johnson. And I thought he did a fantastic job with this. Hello, Austin Anthony. To the mainland. To the mainland. To the other railway where only the diesels go. Oh no, if I sing that song, I'm going to start slitting my wrist because it's so boring and awful. Must contain myself. So did I, Gum Robber. I tried to get the Target exclusive version too, but they were sold out after I got out of work, and I was very sad. There are still a ton of 4K steelbooks in my Best Buy, though, but I don't want to pay $35 to upgrade. Plus, I don't even have a 4K TV yet. I am looking for one, though. And hell, why not? It's sitting right here. Conveniently, here's my Rogue One Blu-ray. As you can tell, I love showing this stuff off. I love home media stuff. I don't know why. Anyway, this is the Target exclusive version of Rogue One. To answer your question, King Henry, I have no idea. Maybe for another like half an hour. I'm not sure. Whenever I get tired of this. Target exclusive version of Rogue One. Pardon the glare. Got a really cool slipcover. Got like the Death Star plans and shit on it. Look at that. Look at the side. It's all thick. Upside down. There we go. There you go. It's a nice thick slipcover. And this version of Rogue One looks like so. It's actually really cool because if you take a look at the notes on the side here is open. And if you pull out these little character art cards here, you can change the cover of your Rogue One. I have mine set as Krennic and Death Troopers because Krennic was the best character in Rogue One, but you also have Jyn, Cassian and K2, Blindy Sticko, and Baze. Completely forgot his name. Chirrut Imwe, but I like to call him Blindy Sticko. Saw and the pilot, also known as Bodhi Rook. And then back to Krennic and Death Troopers. I like Krennic and Death Troopers, so we're going to keep it as that. Slide that back in there. Just like so. And boom. There's your cover. And we open it up. Here's some inside artwork for you. There's Scarif with some Death Troopers wading in the water. And if we continue to open it up, you get some more artwork there, along with some discs. Continue to open it up even more. There's some more discs. Look at all that. Look at all that goodness in there. We'll take a look at each disc here. This is like a home media review, but for Rogue One. I like it. I like it a lot. Put this down there. Near my crotch. There's your film disc. You've got Stormtroopers wading in the water with Rogue One up there at the top. And underneath your film disc, if I can get it loose, is actually one of the exclusive discs in this set, Rogue One in 3D. That's right, Rogue One was one of the final Star Wars films to get a 3D release in the US, because 3D in the US is dead. Thank God. I hate it. Because 3D does not look good in home viewing formats or in theaters. I hate 3D. I don't like 3D at all. It's a stupid gimmick. But they actually made the 3D version of Rogue One exclusive to Target and the Best Buy Rogue One Steelbook. This was before 4K was a thing. So here's your bonus disc, which is on the other slot. There's a shot of Gareth Edwards and Jyn, or Felicity Jones, as we should call her, even though Gareth Edwards didn't direct like 40% of that movie. And here is the DVD version with Cassian and Jyn. You know what, Dog Gaming? I don't care if you're bored. It's my stream. Get off if you're bored. Don't take that personally. Still love you, son. And here's another exclusive disc. This is the exclusive bonus content for Target. This includes 2 little featurettes on it, and it has just a little menu to play the featurettes, and they're both like 4 minutes long. So 5 discs. That. And I should also show you that there is artwork underneath the discs. It's more Death Troopers wading in the Scarif waters. Okay. Thomas and Friends Home Media Reviews. Rogue One, a Star Wars story. You know, that's actually, I will go ahead and talk about this now, because the update video where I'm going to be talking about the quote-unquote end of HMR is weeks down the road. But I do want to discuss a new series I have in mind. It's basically what amounts to Thomas and Friends Home Media Reviews, just without Thomas and Friends. It's no longer going to be known as Thomas and Friends Home Media Reviews. It's just going to be Home Media Reviews, where I review certain films and stuff like that. Just like I did with Rogue One here. This was basically what amounts to the close-up section. And then we'll do like a menu tour for the Blu-ray and the DVD. It's basically just like a Thomas and Friends Home Media review, except it's with big studio films, not with Thomas and Friends and stuff like that. It's only in the idea stage right now. I haven't filmed anything for it or anything. It's not confirmed here. It's just me spitballing an idea, but I just dropped the slipcover. Must keep the head out of shot. it is an idea that I've had in the back of my mind for a while now. I wanted to do something like that for a while. Like I said, I've kind of got burned. I don't think I talked about this when I was gone in May, that section of the live stream, but I did get kind of burned out on making videos for YouTube and making Thomas and Friends home media reviews. And I wanted to do something different. And that's when I thought of this idea for, just home media reviews. And one of the first home media reviews that I want to do if I launch this series is of The Avengers from 2012. That's my favorite movie of all time. I feel that would be a great way to kick off the series. So I thought, yeah, after HMR, after TNF HMR, quote unquote, ends, why not, launch a separate series? And this wouldn't be like a weekly thing. I would be taking a step back. I would be in college full-time then and working as well at UPS then. So I wouldn't be producing the series weekly. I'd be producing it maybe like bi-weekly, maybe like seasons. Maybe I would do like a season of like 10 episodes or more, and then wait like 2 or 3 months and then have season 2 or something like that. It's again, I'm just spitballing ideas here. This is not confirmed or anything, but it's basically what amounts to home media reviews just without Thomas and Friends. It's no longer Thomas and Friends. It's a separate series from that. It's just home media reviews, which is really confusing. But I don't have any other name for it because that name is just easier for me to say. I will have to say, TNF HMR and then just regular HMR. I'm sure that you guys will handle that, though. If this ever comes to fruition, I'm sure you guys can handle it. But again, it's just an idea I had because I have all these Blu-rays. I have tons of Blu-rays. There's tons sitting on the shelf next to me. There's tons on the shelf over here. And I want to review them. I want to show them off. Like I just did with, all of my Star Wars Saga stuff. I didn't even grab my Rebels Blu-rays or my Clone Wars Lost Missions Blu-ray or my Clone Wars Seasons DVDs or anything like that. Seriously, do home media reviews on studio films, bro. I'd watch the hell out of that. Thanks, Henry. Betting $10 James was put in the back of the shed again. Austin, dude, that's an old joke. Props to you for remembering that joke. That was from the... What was that from? The Trouble in the Tracks Let's Play. Damn. All right. I'm going to read this next comment from Connor in my snotty British voice. Excuse me, Mr. Lego Lover 117, but I demand more Thomas content. Regards and thank you. Do I get a round of applause for that? I feel like I should. 'Twas a joke. You do you. I will do me, Connor, because it's the only person that will. I'm so alone. No, I'm never alone. I got Jesus, man. Why am I complaining? I got Jesus. Anyway, yeah. This is like what my Twitter is, basically. I demand more Thomas content on your Thomas Twitter. My Twitter is not a Thomas Twitter. My Twitter is my Twitter. I will say what I feel. Just because I'm a member of this community, even though I don't really want to be, doesn't mean I'm going to post about Thomas 24/7. Okay? Deal with it. So, I am going to go put these back on the shelf, and then I'm going to do another, I don't know, I got some new steel books. You guys want to see those? Aaron Vasquez asked, what do I think of anime? Hate it. Hate it with all my heart. I don't think I could hate anything more than anime except more than I hate Democrats. Nah, I'm kidding. Some of my friends are Democrats. And I hate them. No, I don't. Actually, I do. Okay. That goes there. Damn it. My Death Trooper fell over. Put Superman back there. Stand up, buddy. You got to guard Grand Admiral Thrawn. There you go. Please don't fall. Here I come. Here I come. Okay, here we go. Your snotty British voice sounds like the DVD menu at the top of my hat. It does, doesn't it? I thought that too. Wow, it is dark outside. I am gonna go close my blind. Why not? Here we go. Don't know why I had to make a big deal out of that, but I did. Spin. Oh, that's cool. Land right there, why don't you? A lot of damn it. Jack Wang keeps outbidding me. I'm bidding on a complete series collection of The Middle, which is a TV sitcom that I really enjoy. This Jack Wang keeps outbidding me. Oh, damn. It's already above my preferred price. I can't. 49 bucks, I can't go over that. Oh, well, guess we got to keep looking. Hey, Ed, you going to the range? Nah, some Jack Wang is parked in my spot. So, that was my idea for a little home media reviews that's not Thomas and Friends related. And obviously, Thomas and Friends home media reviews is not dead. It's not going away. It's still going to be a thing. It's just once I catch up to modern day, it's going to be on a hiatus because there's nothing new to review. Because I don't plan on picking up Big World, Big Adventures. I don't plan on ever watching Big World, Big Adventures because it's going to suck. Even though I'll probably give in and buy it at some point. But I don't plan to right now. So, but once I catch up to modern day with the Thomas's Christmas Ultimate Collection, Super Duper Ultimate Edition, 3-hour long TV cut, 4K Ultra HD high dynamic range box set, then the series will be on a hiatus because there's nothing new to review. Although I do have a Misty Island Rescue Blu-ray coming in from eBay. Tomorrow it's supposed to be here. And that supplemental will more than likely air in 2019. I don't want to mess with my schedule right now with how I've got the rest of the year laid out. I don't want to mess with that. So no supplementals for the rest of 2018. I think I told Phineas626 this in one of my comments. Connor, I'm going to read this as well. If Lego Lover and my girl both drowning, and I can only save one, catch me at my girl's funeral on the Violent Viaduct. Oh, God. That is beautiful. That is so beautiful. My good man. Don't mind me, I'm just looking at Skype just to see what's going on. Okay. The second Henry is leaving the stream. Bye, bro. Thanks for stopping by. Really cool. I thought you'd get Misty Island Rescue at FYE. That Blu-ray copy's gone, Gum Robber. Somebody bought that. I feel bad for them. That Misty Island Rescue was like my friend. Every time I would go there, I'd see it, and we would embrace each other, and then I would say, "I have to leave you," and then the Misty Island Rescue Blu-ray would audibly say back, "Why?" And I'd say, "No, I can't purchase you. I would be too embarrassed. Plus, I already have 3 pops to take advantage of the 75% off deal if you buy 3." So I'm like, Buy Mystery Rescue Blu-ray. And then one day I went there and it's not there anymore. Some Jack Wang bought it. Stole my baby. It's gone. I'm sad. No, I'm not. Oh, hi, Ro. What are you doing here? I thought you were dead. Thought you faded away when I snapped my fingers. Ha ha ha. Soon, Daddy told me. I'm going now. They made Thomas and Friends Pops. Would I buy them? Depends on how they look. If a pop looks ugly, but it's of my favorite character, I probably won't buy it. Like the new Deadpool. Here, let me grab the original Deadpool. I think this body of Deadpool and its design is much better than the new version of Deadpool. This version is not as skinny and not as anorexic, and he's not doing the stupid thumbs up and has the little like machine gun that's not accurate or anything. He actually has like an Uzi here in his katana, and I think this Deadpool is more accurate to what we see in the film version, even though Funko can't make like actual film versions of that. But like, I don't like the new Deadpool body, except when it's this version of Deadpool and he is looking very seduceful. Is that a word? Seduceful? Seducing or gold blooming, as the Funko Twitter likes to say it is. So I like that because he's in a different pose. And he's all like, yo, I'm going to take you to my penthouse and freak you. I'm not funny. Good for you, Aaron. You hate anime and all your friends are Democrats. I'm so sorry for you. Do I live in Kentucky? Yes, James fan, I do. Did you tell from the accent or literally the millions of times I've put on Twitter, hey, I live in Kentucky? If I could I marathon the whole Thomas and Friends home media reviews? Like, watch all the releases or watch all the episodes? I'd rather watch all the episodes than watch all the releases. I don't want to ever go back to seasons 13 through 16. I feel disgusted I even own those. Do I live in East Kentucky? No, I live in East Virginia. East Virginia, Kentucky, 42069. Come on by. I live on No Legos Lane. Do I eat KFC for dinner? Haven't had KFC in years. Although now that you say that, my stomach just growled. God damn it. Oh, my scalp is itchy. Ow. I don't know what to talk about now. Oh, yeah, I forgot I was going to talk about MPS leaving the Thomas Winroy community, or sort of leaving. He states in his video that he's taking a few steps back because it's just taking too much out of him to make Thomas videos anymore. And he's losing interest. And I can agree with that. Like I said in my portion of the last stream where I talked about how I was gone, not making videos anymore, I lost interest big time. I was like, do I really want to keep doing this? Like, after the end of 2018, like, do I really want to keep on going? I think I related a lot to MPS's video, not with him having a falling out with one of his actors, or that I make a series akin to the Wooden Railway Condition, where it's like a skit-based series and he does the review in the middle of it and all that. But I related to the fact that I had so much on my plate in the month of May that I couldn't feasibly make any more videos. I had to step back a little bit. And it honestly made me think, why do I do this? Do I enjoy doing it? do I really think that I can continue? And I'm not saying this because I'm like, oh, I want to leave. Oh, I don't want to leave. I don't want to stop now. I've had a newly creative spark put back inside of me, especially now that I'm getting close to rounding out home media reviews for the rest of the year. You saw I'm watching The Great Race soon, and then I have the other 3 releases over here on a shelf. I've got to watch The Great Race, Tinsel on the Tracks, Ultimate Friendship Adventures, and Extraordinary Engines. Well, all 4 of these have menu tours and close-ups shot for them. And then after these, it's 3 more releases to go. And one of them is Journey Beyond Sodor. The other 2 are Christmas-themed releases, which I won't be recording or watching for until Christmas rolls around because I want to be in that spirit. But then after that, I'm done. Kind of crazy. 2018's been the year of finales for me, you know. Infinity War was the quote-unquote finale of the MCU because of, you know, Avengers 4 is really the finale, but Infinity War is the kickoff to the finale. My high school career was finale this year. My time in my high school youth group is over this year because now that I'm, you know, not in high school anymore, I've basically got the summer and then I'm out of the youth group. Not forcibly, but I have to transition into more college-based classes at my church. Like I said, my high school career is over. I made it, which is nice. And then Home Media Reviews is ending this year. Well, not ending, but it's basically what's akin to it being over. It's no longer going to be a regular thing. It's going to be whenever something new comes out. I'm ready for that. I've wanted that forever now. But it's just kind of crazy to think that 2018's been the year of finales for me. And definitely not the finale for my YouTube channel. At least I hope not. I got a good couple more years left in me before I sputter out and die. But I don't know. MPS's video just really made me think about why I do what I do. Do I enjoy it? And yeah, I do. I do enjoy it. But there are times where I'm like, why do I do it? Especially when on places like Twitter and stuff like that, I see all of this hate towards other community members, not specifically me. I'm not trying to play victim card here, but I see a lot of hate trying to moved towards like younger users, newer users, people just irrationally going after them just because they're young. And I'm like, do I want to be a part of this community where it's just everybody screams and yells at each other and nobody ever tries to like argue something intelligently? They just scream and scream and scream and hide behind their usernames and don't actually try to have a civil conversation with anybody. And I know that's rich, coming from someone like me who tweets a lot out of emotion and tweets a lot of politically charged conservative-esque views on my Thomas Twitter. Not a Thomas Twitter, but a lot of people see it as that. And I don't know, it just makes me think. You know, like when I lose followers on the daily, or when I lose subscribers on the daily, which I don't think my subscriber count is accurate at all. As I checked it this morning, it was at like 2,367. I checked it later today, it's at like 2,365. And then 2,364. And then 2,368. YouTube is not accurate at all anymore. But Twitter is. And when I see people just randomly just unfollow me for some reason, when I see people block me on Twitter for no reason, when I have no idea who they are, and the reason I see that they block me is because they're friends with some of my friends. But they hate me for no rational reason whatsoever because of something I've said in the past that wasn't directed at them, and they just blocked me out of nowhere. It really just, it pisses me off. And it also kind of upsets me. And I hate bringing like emotionality into these live streams. They're supposed to be fun. They're supposed to be cool. But we're going to get serious here for a second. it makes me want to punch a wall when somebody blocks me for no reason and I have no idea who they are. Like, why would you do that? Like, I can understand someone like Simon or Chris Thompson blocking me. Chris Thompson, I blatantly went after, but everyone goes after Chris Thompson. Simon, I can kind of understand why he blocked me. Apparently, I was being a nuisance, even though I was trying to have a civil conversation with him. The very last time we spoke, which was close to a year ago now, I can get why they blocked me, but I don't want to name any names, mainly because I don't remember. But sometimes I'll just be scrolling through Twitter one day and I'll see one of my friends like reply to somebody who I can't see the tweets for. And then I find out that, oh, that person has me blocked. Have no idea who they are, but thanks? I don't know. It really makes me turn to the Lord, and it really makes me think about just, I don't know, lost my train of thought. Like I said, it really makes me turn to him and ask, hey, am I doing the right thing here? Am I saying what you want me to say? What's the right thing to do? For the most part, he's told me to keep going. There's no reason to give up just because some random asshole blocked you on Twitter. Someone said that, oh, your views are bad, you're a Nazi or something like that. That's no reason to stop doing what you love. And I love making these videos, so there's no reason for me to stop. But I don't know, throughout the month of May, I just got so busy that the YouTube channel kind of took a back seat. I would usually upload HMRs to go public like Sunday night because I forgot, oh crap, I need to upload that and get it ready for tomorrow. Usually they're uploaded on like Fridays or Saturdays, not the night before they're supposed to go up. Pardon me, I'm just looking at the chat. It just, I don't know. It just really made me think. MPS's video really made me think. I wish him well. I wish him well in whatever he plans to do. I hope he doesn't leave. I think MPS is one of our best content creators in this community, even though he has rebooted his series more times than I can count. But his reviews are entertaining. I enjoyed them. And I really enjoyed his Wooden Railway condition because it was different. It might have been hard for him to write, but I enjoyed what he put out. And I'm sad that it's ending. But I do wish him well in his future endeavors. But anyway, diverting from that serious tone we just took in the live stream, I feel like every live stream we have at least one moment where I get serious and we actually have like a serious talk about whatever's going on. I'm just reading the chat. Basically, Gumrobber and Phineas are talking about Disneyland. I've been at Disney World when I was a little younger. Never been to land. My mother has. He's been to Disneyland. She ran a race there. The Infinity War joke was too soon. No, Ro. There are no jokes that are too soon. Now is not the time to mourn. Now is no time at all. Henry came back because his life is boring. I understand. Aaron Vasquez lives in Chicago. Hey, my dad's office headquarters is in Chicago. Don't let anyone stop you from being you on Twitter. Keep on loving Jesus and fighting the good fight. That's what I tell myself, Henry. That's always what I tell myself. Especially when I I know God probably thinks all this is small time whenever I bring this up, whenever I pray about it. Yeah, Ro, it's because I'm a conservative. Ooh, apparently we're the Nazis here, even though a lot of people on the left want the conservatives to, kill their families, which is what the Nazis did. Double standard. You're too chill to have peeps block you, says James Fan. You would be surprised. And I know I can pinpoint the exact location of when the blocking started to happen. It was when I posted that tweet about my opinion on, homosexuality and how I don't necessarily agree with the concept of it, but I don't hate anybody who is gay. But no one seems to understand that there are two separate arguments there. Hating someone who is gay and not understanding the concept, neither nor agreeing with it. They don't get that there's a difference between the two. They think that they're all one big thing. If you think that being gay, I don't want to say that being gay is not right, because that sounds like I'm hate-filled. If you don't agree with it, then you basically hate everyone who is, and you're a fucking Nazi and a bigot. That's not my opinion, and people don't understand that, and it makes me mad whenever someone blocks me about that, because they're uninformed and ignorant. Can I do more unboxings and Thomas Wynn Railway reviews? I have some Thomas Wynn Railway reviews in the bucket, and I haven't been uploaded yet because Remastered Season 1 has been coming out on Thursdays. But I have some reviews in mind that I want to do. I want to take a look at the 2006 Oliver. I just got that a few years ago, so why not do another Oliver review? I wanted to take a look at the 2013 CGI Thomas. I have a second one sitting on my desk right here. The other one is on my review set, which is just my floor in front of my window. And then I also want to do a review on the 2013 Skarloey, which I also got a while ago. I got that at not Barnes & Noble. Got that at sorry, my throat's clogging up. My allergies are acting up. If you didn't already know, I have allergies, and they're bad. I got it TJ Maxx, the 2013 Scarlet. I want to do a compare review between that and the old style. So I do have 3 of those planned, and I have about 4 or 5 in my extra content waiting for upload folder on my computer. So rest assured, Gumrobber, there will be more Thomas Wynn Railway reviews on the way. Unboxings, I don't know. I kind of got tired of doing unboxings. I just like having the experience of opening up something to myself. Why do I post HMRs on Monday? Because everybody hates Mondays. So I decided I would make everyone's Mondays that much better. That's kind of the reason why, but also kind of not. It's kind of a joke, but it's also kind of not. I don't know. I just kind of chose a day. Monday. Why not? And then, Thursday. Why not make that an extra video day? You have a good buffer zone between an HMR and a Thursday video. Then you have a good zone between a Thursday video and then a new HMR. I think it's a perfect system. Best thing I had to seeing you in person was your first public video at a zoo in 2012. Yeah, that wasn't the first video I ever uploaded on this channel, though. That was my first video. My first video ever uploaded on this channel was actually the video game trailer for Cars 2, the video game, but I removed it. I just wanted to upload something, see how it would work, but I removed it a long time ago. And that video at that zoo was actually the St. Louis Zoo. I shot that on my iPod. That's why it's in portrait mode. Being homosexual gives you the big gay. Yes, it does, inconspicuous me. That's why I'm not. I actually quite like how your streams are both fun and serious. Thank you, Henry. I feel like I'm one of the most down-to-earth members on this website. And I hate saying that because it makes me seem like I have a big ego. And I do, and I joke about that. I do think very highly of myself, but I hate bragging about myself. It just makes me feel awkward. But then again, I love bragging about myself. But it also sends a bad public image when all I do is brag about myself. But honestly, though, I feel like, I don't know, I feel like I'm one of the most down-to-earth people here. Because, like, I talk about real things. I'm not just a big jokester. I'm not like, I hate calling out turtles again, but I don't hate turtles, but I hate how people, like, put on this persona whenever they live stream and want to, like, talk to their fans and stuff. They put on this jokey persona. They're like, oh, yeah, I don't care about anything. Sound like Tommy Wiseau there for a second. But I hate when people do that because they just give you joke answers. You don't actually get to know the person at all. I want to get to know you guys. You guys are my fans. I want to get to know you guys. And I want you to get to know me. I want you to feel like we're having a conversation here throughout this live stream. That's why I keep up with the chat and stuff like that. I'm only blocked by that one girl who blocks people who didn't like those disgusting drawings of, oh, Cynthia. Yeah, her. She's nuts. I remember, yeah, I'm blocked by her too, Henry. And I remember why. We had a kind of a spat when she was saying something about the Journey Beyond Soda, how it should be people. And I came in and said, hey, don't say that kind of stuff. It just makes you look like an ass. And she said, oh, well, I didn't actually mean it like that. And I tried to be civil. I didn't roast her or anything. I said, apologies. Let's just move on. And she said, okay, let's move on too. A week later, she ends up blocking me. I'm like, excuse me, bitch? Like, hey, huh? Huh? Say that again? You can't be civil with these people. Because all they do is blow up in your face. You can't be civil with these kind of people. Not much is going on in the chat right now. I don't know if there is a call going on in the Skype group. I mean, I don't know if they're in there watching the stream or not. Probably not, though. They're probably talking about something gay. There was a Six Flags in Kentucky, Phineas. There was actually one at the Louisville Fairgrounds. But it closed a long time ago, and now it is known as Kentucky Kingdom. At least I believe that's the story. I unfollowed Turtles back in April because I got tired of his BS on Twitter. Yeah, Turtles used to follow me. I say this all the time, and people think I'm lying, but Turtles did actually used to follow me. We actually DM'd a while. I tried to get him into our Skype group to try to be friends with him. But that didn't work out, obviously. He hates my guts, which is fine. But I still follow him for some reason, even though all he tweets about is how he's sad and very sad and extremely sad, and how he thinks the world's a terrible place, which it is. The world's not perfect. But if only he had the hope in the light of Jesus, maybe it would, lighten up for him. I like to think of myself as an optimist, and that's because of Jesus Christ. If it was just me, if it was the old me, before I died to myself and gave my life to him, I wouldn't be this optimistic. I would still be that little pessimistic 7th grader that hated everything. Can I do a Q&A? Kind of doing a Q&A right now, James. Don't plan on doing one on my channel anytime soon. If you're going to do a Q&A, just do a live stream. Or just comment a question and I'll answer it. Anybody who comments questions on my videos, I tend to answer them. I do read all my comments. Not really much is going on in the chat right now. 7 people are watching this, though. That's consistent. World is bad because of Kim Jong-un. Not going to deny that. He definitely doesn't make the world a better place. Gum Robber is going to Six Flags with his friends during summer, and it will be very fun. I hope it is, Gum Robber. I hope it is. I hope you have a good time. So, I'm tired. I'm honestly kind of clocking out here, guys. I like you, Lego Lover, because you seem like a really nice guy and genuine cool dude who doesn't let anyone tell him how to act. You're damn right, Henry. You are damn right. I don't take that shit from anybody. My mom has always told me that she always thought I was special because I've never followed the crowd. I've always marched to the beat of my own drum. And that is something that I admire about myself. Sounds really self-centered of me. But I don't follow the crowd. I've never once done anything like that. I've never once given into some kind of like popular trend just because everybody else was doing it. You know, I've never once did heroin because my friends were doing heroin. Not that I've had friends that did heroin, but I would never do that. I'm particularly strong-willed, and I have very strong opinions on a lot of things, on a lot of topics. It's just the way that I am. Pardon me, I'm just reading the chat and also thinking. See, if I could edit these live streams, all these little dud moments would be cut out, but I cannot do that. But this way you get my raw and unfiltered thoughts on topics. Damn, I need to shave. I just shaved like right before graduation, and it's now Monday, and it's already like, boop. I also need a haircut too, but I had to reschedule it. It's now next Thursday instead of this Thursday. Yay. What do I think of the channel Sprout? I don't watch Sprout because I'm not 6. But it's fine, I guess. Oh boy. Like I said, I'm clocking out here, guys. I don't run out of steam. I've talked about everything I wanted to talk about in this stream. We got serious, discussed the 3 films in April/May. I'm just going to say May. We discussed where I was and why I'm back, even though I never really left. It seemed like I didn't leave, but I kind of did. Took a break. First, I should have done my little thing like Neat Mike does whenever he comes back from a break. Daddy's back again. He is. Except I never really left. Now, did I? No, actually, I did. No, I didn't. Top 5 Pixar franchise. Number 1, Cars. 2, Toy Story. 3, Monster Inc. 4, Finding Nemo. 5, Incredibles. Good for you, Gum Robber. Good for you. Oh, jeez. Oh. Oh, I'm so tired all of a sudden. And I do not want to wake up early tomorrow and go to work. I have to be there at friggin' 9:55 in the morning, boys. That is a Skype call. We're going to ignore that. I have to be there at 9:55 tomorrow. It was originally going to be 10:15 when I was supposed. No, it was supposed to be 10:10 when I was supposed to be there, but now they changed it to 9:55. Because that's gay. Well, I think I'm going to leave again, dude. Your streams are always fun to watch. Thanks, Henry. Glad that you're such a cool fan and that you're a cool dude. I would give you a big hug if I could, but that would be sexual harassment. Also, we live in different states. Thoughts on Teen Titans Go? I don't watch it, but I know it's terrible. But my friend Isaac is going to make me see that godforsaken Teen Titans Go to the movies. You best believe I'm going to vlog that. Speaking of vlogs, segue. This is going to be the last section of the stream where I basically detail what's going to happen to the channel throughout the rest of 2018, or at least the summer of 2018. All these are subject to change. But for the most part, this is all not subject to change. This is all 100% happening. So, this next week and the week after this, I will be working on HMRs, obviously. I will be, at least try to get Up to Extraordinary Engines recorded. Maybe not edited, but I'll at least watch them all and at least try to get all those HMRs recorded. And, yeah, movie's going to bomb, especially when Incredibles comes out. Hang on. Before I go on, when does Teen Titans Go to the movies come out? Teen Titans Go. Release date, July 27th. Isn't this the same day Mission Impossible 6 releases? Mission Impossible Fallout? Yeah, they're on the same day. Yo, Isaac, we could have a double feature, my dude. Just got a streaks message from my boy Alex. He's one of those whiteys that sends goodnight streaks. He's also one of those whiteys that claps when the plane lands. He's also not a whitey. I'm just checking my Snap stories. Sorry, I will detail, okay, Snap stories are done. Okay, good. Now then, to continue. And Teen Titans Go is really going to bomb. Yeah, probably, because Mission Impossible 6 is going to be so much better. So anyway, for the rest of 2018, on June 21st, I will be leaving to go to Florida. I'm going back to Florida. If you remember last year, I did a vlog when I was going to Florida. It's the same beach camp as last year, Laguna Beach Retreat, but it is 2018. So the title of the vlog will be Panama City 2018 instead of 2017 because it's 2018. I don't think I've said 2018 enough. Did you guys know it's 2018? Wow, crazy. So that will be that. I leave really late at night on June 21st. I'm supposed to get to the place where I check in at 7 o'clock, and we're not supposed to board the bus and leave until like midnight. So technically I leave June 22nd. But we drive through the night. We're not stopping at a hotel this year because that costs too much. We want to save money. My youth pastor wants to save money. Everybody on the trip wants to save money. So we're not stopping at a hotel this year. We're just going to drive through the night. And this year I'm going to come prepared. Since I got this phone that got a really good battery on it, I can see the time. It's 10:29 on Monday, June 4th. Now it's 10:30. It just changed. I am gonna load at least 20 movies onto this phone and watch as many as I can on the way down there because last year I was extremely bored. Yeah, it was fun with my boys hanging out in the back seat of a 12-passenger van, but it kind of got boring after a while. And then I had a bunch of podcasts loaded up, but it gets really boring just listening to people talk for a while. I love podcasts, but I can't listen to a big dosage of them at one time, or else I just end up getting bored and like falling asleep, which I almost did while listening to Now Playing. I'm so sorry, Stuart, Jacob, and Arnie. I'm sorry, boys. Forgive me. But anyway, and I have a little battery pack charger thing that I can use to charge my phone while I watch the films. So anyway, I've become prepared for that. And we basically, let me pull up my calendar on my computer. Boop. Come on. The handy tool. Okay. So we leave the 21st really late at night, and then I stay down there until the 28th. I get back, or actually I get back on the 28th. Which is convenient because it's a Thursday to Thursday trip, which is kind of cool. And it's going to be a fun time down there. And rest assured, I will vlog all of this. Hopefully, it will be even more epic and more awesome than last year's vlog, because last year's vlog was fun. I think I had to edit that twice, though, because Camtasia fucked up the render. I have no idea how it did that, but I had to edit that twice, which was not very fun. But it was a fun vlog to shoot and to see come together. And then literally, I come back on the 28th. I go to work again on the 29th because I can't get another occurrence. Occurrences are basically penalties for if you're gone for an extended period of time, and I'll already be gone for at least over a week at that point. So anyway, I go to work, then I'm back for a week to rest my soul, and then I leave. Hang on. I want to give you guys exact dates for this. I get back on the 28th, and I am at home from the 29th to the 7th of July. On the 7th of July, I wake up at like 4 o'clock in the morning, and I drive to Hilton Head Island. That's right. 2 beach vacations in one summer. It's going to be epic. It's going to be epic. I'll probably be releasing the Florida vlog while I'm in Hilton Head, honestly, because I don't know how long it's going to take to edit. But maybe that'll come out the week I'm at home. But I know that while I'm in Florida and while I'm in Hilton Head, no YouTube work will be done. I will, except for the vlogs. I will not do any editing. I will not do anything of the sort. I'm just going to relax. Because vacations, man. Even though I took the whole month of May off, I need some more vacations. I need all the vacations I can get. Because I will be working at UPS forever after this, because I will have used up all my occurrences, all my vacation days to get all of this time off, and then I won't have any more until I hit my year in August, and even at that, I won't get any more vacation days until January. So this is kind of the big blowout. So I need as much relaxation time as I can muster, because I will be working my ass off for the rest of the year. So that'll be nice. But anyway, I'm super stoked for those trips. Like literally 3 days after I turned 19, I leave for Hilton Head because my birthday's on July 4th. That's right, American baby. That's why I got all this pride. Last time I checked my watch, it still said America. Rest assured, I will also be vlogging the Hilton Head Island trip as well. So 2 very major vlogs coming out this summer. Hopefully the Hilton Head one will not be as long as last year's or 2 years ago's. That one was like 40 minutes long. I know a lot of you enjoy my longer vlogs. They're a pain in the ass to edit. And they're not as concise or as brief as I would prefer them to be. But hey, as long as you guys like them, that's cool with me. I'm just looking at the chat now. Can you do a live stream in Hilton Head? I doubt it. I'll have my... No, I don't think so. I would, but I'll have my family there and all that, and they'll want to be in it and all that stuff. So, no, I don't think so. Plus, live streams kind of count as work. Maybe I'll do like a little one. like from my phone or something. My phone. It's not really gay. Probably do one like for my phone, or maybe I'll do one while I'm in Hilton Head. Or maybe I'll do one while I'm in Florida too, just for my phone. Why not? Magic Railroad needs a Blu-ray. It does, but it will never get one. Even if they did make a Blu-ray, they wouldn't do a full restoration. They would just do a shitty upscale to where it looks like there's a bunch of just dead pixels all over the screen. So anyway, that is pretty much it. I have some audio commentaries that I want to upload. I have some TWR reviews I want to upload. I will discuss more about the future of my Thomas Wooden Railway series in the update video that's coming up 2 weeks. And I also want to mention that I am planning some remakes. I do want to do some more remakes. I want to finish the Oliver trilogy. I want to finish that. I did Toe Stands By back in 2016 for the collab, and I want to do Escape, and I want to do Oliver Owns Up. But I'm going to do them in reverse order. So I started with Toad Stands By. Next remake I'm probably going to do is Oliver Owns Up. Then the one after that is Escape. I'm going to do them backwards. And I'm going to use a new Oliver model in each one. So in Oliver Owns Up, I'll use the 2006 model. In Escape, I'll use the old style from like 2001, I think is what mine's from. So that'll be fun. Hopefully I can get those finished. Maybe do the Thomas Comes to Breakfast trilogy too, since I've already done Thomas Comes to Breakfast. But this is all spitballing. But I do want to do more remakes. I do want to do some more Wooden Railway content. Even though I just finished Remastered Season 1. But, like I said, I'll be discussing the future of my series more in that update video. The reason it's not coming out this week, it's coming out next week, is because I'm waiting on some lines from some peoples. Yeah, there'll be some cameos in it. So, I'm not going to say who, but I will say this. The update is basically a parody of Big Bang Theory. So, take that how you will. It does feature my Big Bang Theory Lego set. It features my characters on the Lego set. I haven't shot anything for it yet either. Should probably do that. I'll probably do that tomorrow, maybe Wednesday. So that will be fun. Get hyped for that. But like I said, this Thursday is the Sonic 2 Let's Play that I promised a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away. And I'll be posting a teaser poster for that on my Twitter probably tomorrow afternoon. It's really funny. Trust me. It's pretty good. So, that is it. Let us recap. What did we learn today in this live stream? Well, we discussed Infinity War, Deadpool 2, Solo, MPS leaving and its impact on me. We discussed where I've been for April, or not April, for May, why the stream is called I'm Back, why I didn't stream in May, which I'm still sad I didn't do that. I know I said I wanted to do a live stream every month, but May just got too hectic. Sorry. But we discussed that. We also discussed a lot of comment questions, a lot of chat questions. We discussed Remastered Season 1 and some stuff about that. And what else did we talk about? I had something. Oh, yeah, we talked about the 2 major vlogs that are coming in 2018 and the 2 trips that I'm taking in 2018. And the update video for Remastered Season 1. So that is what we discussed. So I want to thank all of you guys for watching, my 5 viewers that are still here. Good to see that you guys are good and loyal fans. You did not leave me, which is very nice. So, again, thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for enjoying the stream. I hope I didn't bore you too much. Let me know if you want to see more live streams where you can actually see me on camera. You can see me interacting with you guys, moving my hands and the like, stuff like that, because I kind of like the webcam. It kind of got boring with just me sitting behind the camera. You couldn't really see what I was doing. So let me know if you want to see more of that. So again, thank you guys for watching. Again, Sonic 2 Let's Play is releasing this Thursday. Next Monday, new HMR. Don't remember what it's on. Ooh, no, I remember now. It's on Tale of the Brave. You guys are going to like that one. That is a half-hour monster of an HMR. And I say some pretty cool stuff about Tale of the Brave. Not a lot of it's positive, but some of it is. So get hyped for that and get some popcorn because you're going to need it. I'm finally going to end this live stream. Thank you guys for watching, and as always, good night, everybody. And now I precariously walk off camera into the sunset. The sun already set. Darn.